tonight. I talked to her earlier today, so
I just talked
yeah.
to Condo. He said he's coming.
I meant to text him, um, and just I got busy and forgot. I've been so busy lately.
We missed you last time, Jerry. So bad. Condo had nobody to play with.
Oh, I gotta do this thing where I found a way to make it where we won't have the trouble with like what do
You
you
won't have
call
any
it?
trouble with what?
Trolls. I found a way to
Okay.
make it where it's like subscribers only.
Oh,
And so I mean you can do I just do it 10 because no troll is gonna sit around for 10 minutes to wait to comment usually. So since I've been doing that, I haven't been having any trouble. So
won't
yeah.
that cut way down on your views?
No,
No.
they can still view it. They can still watch. They can't
Mm-hmm.
comment unless they've subscribed for a certain amount of
Oh,
time
that's awesome.
and I can only do it on the lives, I think. Um,
Okay.
but anyway, it has helped during the lives not have so much of an issue of people saying things that they shouldn't say. Hey everybody, Buster's in
So,
bed.
John, what is your drink of choice tonight?
Oh, I'm sorry. Canada Dry. Cheers.
Oh, I love ginger ale.
Me too.
I didn't have time to get myself a drink again, but I got my favorite soda
I like
and
Coke.
that peanut M&Ms, but I won't eat them in front of everyone.
I know I was kind of eating right before. Um, I like let's see,
Cheers,
hang on.
everybody. Go get yourself a drink.
Cheers, yeah. I like this with
What is
crackers.
that?
I don't tzatziki, and I like it like with crackers, but I didn't want to eat it. And I almost had a V8 because I haven't had one in a while.
Have you seen they have all kinds of crazy colors of V8 now?
That and well, Mountain Dew is my goodness.
Yeah. V8, I drink the berry ones and everything. I don't drink the tomatoes so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Baja Blast. I gotta keep my granddaughter away from the Baja Blast. It must be delicious.
They have a new one at Taco Bell that's oh, it's purple. I can't remember what it's called. But they have it in like drink and frozen.
Hmm.
No, it's not dragon fruit. I don't know. I bought my daughter one. She liked it. So, yeah. Um, but how's everybody doing? Thanks for being here.
How are the birdies? Go ahead, Jen. You answer that.
Which, oh,
Yes, how the birdies are.
oh, mine are good. I think that Earl is back to his screechy self. So he was hanging upside down in his cage tonight at bedtime. So I think he's feeling a little better. Um, the medicine does seem to kind of make him tired, but yeah, he's oh, Ellen, I hope you feel better. I think it's going well. How about yours?
Oh, Sonny's just Sonny. He's a little bit mad. He gets mad at his toys and goes after them endlessly because I haven't
He
had
does
him
that.
out today or anything because he's got
Mm-hmm.
surgery. And then Sonny's fine. He spent it all today. I just put him to bed. Sonny, he stays up kind of through he naps. I don't know what he does at night because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes he's out with us a lot of times at night, but I don't know what time he goes to bed. He just kind of goes with the flow.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, Percy does that just um just when oh just when there's one toy. Sorry, I'm very distracted. There's one toy that he doesn't want you to touch, and when he goes to bed, he does because he's pretty grouchy by the time. That's why I never really try to keep him out. Um, um, so, but anyway, let's get on our topics.
Yeah, let's get on the
Um,
topic.
yeah, I think I kind of like want to stay kind of on topic because I know there's a lot going on, and I think a lot of what our channels try to offer is relief from things like that. So, um, I'm gonna get
Yeah,
into
so
this.
we pretty much don't even discuss current events, let alone
Yeah,
anything political, unless I don't know, unless there's like a catastrophe in the country, a natural
yeah,
disaster,
yeah,
so it affects you guys. Um, so we pretty much don't bring up that stuff because, like Jen
yeah,
said, this is a place to get some relief from that. I know
yeah.
everybody wants to talk about, there's
I know. This,
crazy things happening. They want to get it off their
yeah,
chest, but we want it. Forget
yeah.
it this hour. We
Oh,
just
and
want
I
to
know
forget about
it's
it.
very upsetting for me even too, but um, and actually I recently kind of had somebody compare, well, trying to tell me they were talking about training a domestic animal and comparing it to how I should work with Buster to not attack me. And so this is what kind of gave me this type of, you know, topic was that dom- comparing domestic animals and exotic animals of any kind is, in my opinion, I'm eager to hear your opinion. Is there's no comparison between the two really.
Mhm.
The love may be the same and all of that, but I don't know how you feel, but I can't really
I've
train
been
Buster.
shocked, and I was shocked at an experience where chipmunks are like pets in parts of Europe, especially England, and then many of them have been bred for generations. We got a Siberian chipmunk. You're allowed to have those. You're not allowed to have the native eastern chipmunks that are wild in this country, but you can have the Siberian. And the one we got had been bred for many generations. So we were told it's all, it's domestic. And
Hmm.
I was like naive and I was like, well, if it's bred for generations after generations in captivity, wouldn't that be domestic? And it turns out not really so that they love humans until they hit puberty. And then their instincts and the puberty
Hmm.
kicks in, and that's where nature kind of trumps nurture. And we
Yeah.
ran into a bad situation. Our Siberian did tricks and was cuddly. Everything was great. Next thing we know, it started attacking us,
Mm.
except for Chet. It was Chet pet. Then it started going after Chet. And it was pretty funny because he was telling his friends how bad it was. And they're like, ooh, let's go see this animal. So all the teenagers show up and they're looking at it and it's loose in the room. And Chet's sitting there like this, and they're all looking at him. They're looking at the chipmunk that's smaller than a hamster. And they're looking at him, these big guys. And poor Chet, he was like, I swear it, he attacks. It's just because you're all here. I swear it, she will run across the room and jump on you and attack. Okay, whatever, guys. And then they left the room. But it does. It was that bad. It was that bad. It would chase you around the room. It was ridiculous.
Mhm.
It's the only animal we've only rehomed 2 animals in our lives, and that was one of them, and it wasn't to a home, it was to a big sanctuary in Florida to where they have a big aviary where it has other like a colony of Siberian chipmunks. So that
Mhm.
was really the very best thing for her.
I think raccoons are also like that because I
Uh,
know there's some people that rescue them. I don't. Mm,
and they'll wild up as they
Yeah, I
age.
feel so ignorant, but I'm not. I mean, I don't think those would be considered a domestic pet. Um, but I met somebody when I was at the vet that they used to rescue. Like if the mom got killed, they would take him in. But they said once they got to puberty, you couldn't handle them anymore, but you could handle them as babies, kind of like the
Isn't that
same thing
something?
you were saying. But and that is one of the things when I was looking up that exotic pets retain strong natural instincts such as complex social structures and hunting behaviors, which I feel like with parrots that would be more. they hold on to their mating behavior more
Yeah.
so than because
Yeah.
I Buster and likely Ani, they couldn't survive in the wild. I don't think they have those natural instincts to hunt
No.
like a wild cockatoo, but they do have that hormonal behavior is strong. And Kondo asked, I did see that Furby bit Robin's chin. Now I didn't get bit to the bone, but Buster got me. I had to go on an antibiotic. He got me on my ankle, around my ankle, and it actually still hurts sometimes. Like if I turn my leg a certain way or whatever. But and that was kind of the thing that I was thinking about that as well. Like he's pretty bonded with her, and it happened. He's in his hormone season,
Yeah, I
and
saw
he
that
got.
chin. It did
Mhm.
look like to the bone,
Oh
and she hadn't
yeah.
gotten stitches yet. And I'm like,
Hmm.
"Oh my gosh, not only does that need to be flushed in antibiotics, but that needs stitches." So I don't
Hmm.
know if she ever did, and you can only wait
Yeah,
for
she
so
did.
long.
I don't know if they gave her stitches, but I know that she did go to the hospital. So I don't know if
Oh,
they
good. So they did whatever
did or
needed to be
stitched it.
done.
Yeah, yeah. I just saw one earlier where she's showing it every day, and it does seem to be getting better every day. See, I'm missing comments again. Um, like there's all kinds of comments that I have missed. Yeah. Um,
We had it's weird. I think aren't hamsters technically not domestic?
um, yeah,
What's
that I don't
that?
know. I don't think so. I'll look it up, but I don't think.
Short-tailed short-tailed possums are very popular pets. They are wild, yet they stay tame. They stay wonderful, wonderful pets. Cuddlier as they get older.
It's a rodent. It just says it's a lower classification, but it's considered a rodent. So I don't know. Um, yeah, I have a list here of more of what they like. They can. I know snakes, birds, ferrets, rabbits, are considered exotic, but there's a lot more than that because there's lizards and um
Let's
things
see.
like that. Yeah.
I don't know how to work an iPad well, but I'm about to try. Are
Yeah, they are common household pets, BB.
hamsters domestic? Oh,
Oh, oh, venomous is the word of the night again.
AI. Yes. There are venomous domesticated hamsters. 5 species. I thought they technically weren't domesticated because I remember that when I found that out, my mind was blown. Um, it's just certain species is what it is. The Syrian, the Campbell's dwarf, the winter white, the Roborski, and Chinese hamsters. Which one's a teddy bear here? Oh, that would be the Syrian. Okay. All right, there's 20 other varieties of hamsters, but they're wild. And they're pretty funny. I saw a video of a wild one in Russia, and they're ballsy. It was funny. This person approached it, and it stood up, and it made itself big, and it made all these noises. It
Oh,
was
that's funny.
hilarious.
I'll have to look that up.
No fear,
Um,
no fear.
mhm. I
What's
know
everybody drinking?
there's a guy locally. Well, not like, I mean, he lives in like a part of the county, that big county that we're from, and um, he has birds, but he also has like bees, and he has a lot of different things. But he has these Russian bees, and he said because they're better, like they're honeybees. They make honey because he sells honey, and they're better with cold. They take the cold better. So he ordered some. And he has Russian bees. Well, they got out and stung his macaw like 25 times around the face. The macaw is fine,
That
but
doesn't
he's like,
sound like normal honeybee behavior at all.
yeah, he said they're very aggressive. So it
Yeah, I was going to say that just no.
must be a thing, but I guess they tolerate cold a lot better. and so that's why he wanted to get him. It doesn't get real cold here, but I could see where, some honeybees might end up, being
I was going to say,
dying from the.
that is not normal. I know there are some
He
honeybee
said they're
keepers. I've
extreme.
seen them do stuff without anything on around their
Mm.
hives. Some people.
Well, he even said he was worried about, long term about it, the sting that, because that's real venom.
They
Um, and
venomous hamsters and
yeah, if
venomous
anybody's
bees.
drinking, if anybody's drinking alcohol, every time the word venom comes up, you have to take a shot.
Yeah, that that's good. That's a good idea.
Um,
I'm going to see if I can bring up our podcast so that I can see the comments better
yeah,
on my iPad, because I
I
can't
was
see
gonna.
them without doing
It
that.
is. I can do that. I get really distracted by it too. I don't know if you're like that, but I get real squirrely about it.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, because it's reading and talking at the same time. You can't
yeah,
say
yeah,
two and think two different things at the same exact time.
yeah. I was gonna read a couple things off this list too while you're pulling that up. Is that good?
Okay, perfect.
Um, some of the things like domestic pets, they say their behavior evolved to live with humans, exhibiting docile and friendly traits. Most of them, anyway. Um, care adapted to typical household environments and routines, making care more straightforward. And veterinary care is more readily available, because they don't need specialized care. And then comparing that behavior with exotic, retain strong natural instincts, their care demand highly specialized housing. I'm sorry, this print is really small. Diets and environmental conditions to meet unique needs, which, like, we talked a lot about toxic things yesterday. Veterinary care can be challenging to find veterinarians experience with their specific needs. Environment, not naturally adapted to typical domestic climates and require environments that mimic their wild or origins. Yeah. So that was just a little, I thought that was interesting, comparing. Um, and like domestic pets are selectively bred for human interaction, why exotics are wild species no matter what you do.
Ellen, why did you bring up tarantulas? Or did somebody else?
I'm not
Pam
sure
is
who brought
talking about it, Australia. Is that why she brought up tarantulas? Hmm.
that.
Christy's in Australia as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
Okay.
it's early in the morning over there, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
9 something.
Yeah. It's kind of going, like, gone by. Yeah. We had an
Tarantulas are
interesting.
wild.
Oh, Stardust is leaving. Okay.
Oh,
Thank you
really?
for being here. We'll see you later.
Yes.
I may have missed, like I said, that it's going pretty fast. So we was it Yulanka that told the funny tarantula story last time? Not on the live, but the live before, I think.
I don't
Um,
remember. If
yeah.
it's spiders, I probably blocked it out.
Well, it was somebody about they got caught trying to bring in sneak tarantulas in,
You really?
um, from an airport. It happened on one of our lives. I do
Oh,
remember.
wow. No, I
Hmm.
don't remember.
Oh,
I
okay.
feel
I
like a
got you.
drink.
Good
Feel like a
night
drink.
means is a
Venomous.
way of saying
Venomous.
this ginger ale's rough. um, there was also some things like having unrealistic expectations, like
Yeah.
because of like forming bonds and things like that.
That
Um,
leads to
and
so much animal abuse.
yeah,
When
yeah,
they're not fulfilling those expectations.
Mhm.
People get frustrated, impatient. They think that the animal's bad, so they treat them bad. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I know I get really, um I don't wanna say upset because it's not like I'm mad at a person for it, but when people say like, "Oh, I want one, I want one, I want a Buster," and it's like,
mhm.
you might not get a Buster, and I wanted a Buster, and he wants my husband, so, yeah,
Almost like I wanted another Tika.
yeah,
Got
yeah,
another cockatoo, and it's the direct opposite. Yeah, he's
mhm,
a different kind, but still, there's plenty of umbrella cockatoos that don't bite. You know?
yeah, 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 well, I kinda think I think at some point or another, if you have especially a large bird, you're gonna get bitten. I don't believe people when they say they haven't been bitten. If
Yeah,
they're over 4 years old, I don't believe it. Um, Buster has even nipped Ken, but not in a hormonal or vicious way, but like their beak is their feet, or I'm sorry, their beak is their hands. So if
yeah.
Buster gets unbalanced, he's gonna grab onto an ear or a finger, something, and sometimes it's too much. It's too hard, you know. Um, so I uh, I don't know. So that's just I think you will get bit if you have a cockatoo.
I know since busters are rare, you can encounter a dozen male umbrella cockatoos and not see one with busters for birdinality. That is
Yeah.
true. I mean, there's some cockatoos that are just quiet. They don't do anything. They're just very
Yes.
quiet.
Fair.
And Dot's
Yep.
baby that was Ani's girlfriend on the internet, she was that way. Like she didn't do anything. She was just hung around, docile. She kind of talked soft. That was it. And then you have Ani that's like this white tornado, you know. And Tika was a female and she was wild, but she didn't bite.
Yeah.
She did go through puberty. She was pretty bad. Yeah,
That's what
I
I.
remember she was Tika the Goth, and she'd be in another room with my sons, and all of a sudden I'd be writing for a magazine, and I just hear like a helicopter, and then she'd fly in and she'd land on my head. And I'd be like that. She'd grab my hair for feet and just flip down like that, looking at me, and then bite all in one motion so that I couldn't even fend her off. No reason. I wasn't even in the room with her, you know?
Mhm.
They're
I'm gonna
unpredictable.
I'm gonna pin Amanda's comment. Um.
Why is Buster a ghost? Why is Buster a ghost buster? Buster is a storyteller. He is a big storyteller. I've not seen any other umbrella cockatoos tell stories to the extent he does. I've seen Pebble, who is a whole different
Thank you.
species of Moluccan,
Yeah.
that just goes and talks. Yeah.
Mm, yeah. Um. eh, Now, there's some other one. Well, Furby sings, I think, a little bit like Buster. Um, but I and I'm not saying they're not out there, but I have not seen a bird go on. I mean, I've seen Buster rant for 6 minutes straight or
Right.
more. Like, I haven't seen that. And a lot of what he's throwing together is sometimes when he's going on and on, I'll just look at Ken and I'm like, he's been storing those little like word salads up in his bird brain for however long he's been on Earth, and it's
Yeah.
so funny. Um, it's so, so funny. Erica said dolphins are bipolar.
Well,
So gol-
what they are is they're
they're
more
energy.
hyper than all the other
Yeah.
species. They're more hyper. And I remember when we got her, she was my first cockatoo. Oh my God. Just the thought of it. We got her. We put her on her cage. She jumps off onto the couch. I'm like, okay, we get her, put her back on the cage, go to watch TV. She jumps over here and bites something. We get her. And this went on. And she wouldn't sit anywhere, no matter where we put her. She wouldn't let us pet her, and she was just bouncing everywhere and destroying everything. You couldn't keep up with her. And I remember crying the next day and to a friend saying, I have cold feet. This isn't what I signed up for. What did I do? Because now I'm stuck the rest of my life, you know? And I said, I have cold feet. I don't know what I did. I don't know how I'm going to live this way. You know, I don't see other birds like this, but goffins are like that. And she was young. So
Hmm.
she eventually got the hang of where to perch and to sit with us pretty nice and everything. But they're wiggly and yeah.
They're like, to me, they're ADHD very much. Like, they're on coffee all the time. It's, or
Yeah.
like me when I have an espresso, or it's like, um,
They're
and
two-year-old little children on
yeah,
crack running
yeah,
around with a pair of scissors.
yeah. Yep. Thanks, Dennis. I also, you'll have to look it up because we're not gonna, yeah, thank you. Um, I also, we've discussed this many times. We believe Dolphins are more likely to pluck, I think, than any other cockatoo as well.
Probably because
And
of all that energy, huh?
maybe, yeah. Well, and I think that they don't. Oh, and I'm not saying like, because I'm going through that with Earl. He was plucking over pain, and people are very judgmental when a bird plucks. And I know, like Einstein, and I know Einstein is in a wonderful home that meets all his needs. And the vet we started seeing, he was so nice. He said, I have a family member that has a conure, and it in a very good place, very good diet, very good behavior, everything's right. And he plucks. He said you can't blame yourself, you know, on that. There are situations that they get in a lot of times, and I could see Goffins as much as the McCollins, or however you say that, in the umbrellas with that
Mhm.
high energy. They often do get into the wrong hands and abusive hands, I think, because they don't understand how to take care of them. Um, I think I know some galls that pluck. A friend of mine has one, and
I
they
rarely see
manage.
it, though. I rarely
Yeah,
see it, though.
I don't see that the way that I see Dolphins, honestly.
The lots are
Um,
more they're more, stable emotionally and a little bit more aloof than other
mhm,
cockatoos. They're independent, they're more confident, that's the word,
mhm.
more
Yeah.
confident.
Did you ever try Tika in a collar?
Oh, yeah.
'Cause they talked to me about that, and I think it would drive Earl mad. I just think it would, but, like, right now, he's not doing it anyway.
Well,
Um,
nowadays, they have the kind that are like a skirt, and they make them so that they're felt and they're layers and strings so that
mm,
they can't pick there, but they'll try, but what they're doing is they're picking the collar, and it gives them something to do. They feel like they're picking, and it's just like a fidget to them, and
mhm,
it protects their chest, and they didn't have those, back
mhm,
in 2005. And, so they didn't even have any kind of humane collars. All they had was the cone, which
mhm,
was so, constricting that it would break all the feathers because it was sharp. So we
mhm,
tried making it soft, and then she couldn't fly, and then we flipped it this way, well, then she couldn't eat, and so I finally made my own, and
yeah,
it's like a tube, but very soft. And it started out great, but then she started more and more able to manipulate things. So I had to
mhm,
make it bigger and bigger. And it was really sad because when the collar was on, she didn't talk hardly. If it's off, yeah, she was a mess. She was happy. She was talking. And that's why I put the law down with Scott when it all started. I said, I'll give it 5 years. I said, and if we don't come to a more humane way to keep her, or she gets much worse to where she's going to kill herself, we have to call it quits. And so
mhm.
I gave it 6 years and I called it quits. And or Scott?
I'm going to answer those two questions here. Amanda texted me. Uh,
Okay,
Service
answer
dog
the questions.
asked, has anyone heard from Kelly about Pebble? Kelly did post a video probably a month ago or so, and he said she just kind
Oh,
of doesn't want to like. He said she'll get on a rant, and the minute he turns his um video on, she stops because Buster does that a lot. So I know what he's talking about. So he said he's still
yeah,
around, just she's not performing, so he hasn't been videoing her. And
gotcha.
Kelly Sue, Amazon canceled my Zupreme pellets, so I don't know what's going on. Or they canceled my subscribe and save. So I don't know because that's the one thing that my birds love is the Supreme pasta blend. So I'm gonna have to find an alternative for that. So if any of you parrot owners know, please please let me know because Earl will eat a little bit of that.
The colored kind?
Yeah, it's like it's not really
Um,
pasta, but
Pretty
supposedly
Bird is a really, it's kind of hard to find. Pretty Bird has one that's colored like that, and it's really good company, real good food.
Mhm. Yeah. Let's see. I don't if I've missed anything or if we've missed anything, let us know. Um, is that Erica, are those your dolphins? Is Erica, you have two dolphins, right? Um, I know my friend that I met from YouTube, Kate, she has a
But
channel
you
called
said venomous.
uh, Kate Does Crime, and she just got a dolphin, and he had some feathers missing when she got him, but she's having a hard time with his diet, which again, I think that's just such a cockatoo thing. They just
Oh
want to
yeah,
eat what they want to eat. Yeah.
crap.
Um, yeah. So
Yeah, Erica, what kind of
she has
cockatoo
several
do you have?
parrots, but I know she does at least have one dolphin, but I think she's got
Oh,
two. So
oh,
night, Pam. Thanks for being here.
oh, bye, Pam.
Would I or Rebecca, service dog? I don't want any poor birds. I got, I have my hands full.
I don't I don't know anything about them really, their
Um,
personality or
I
anything.
I
I've
met a
always
lady.
heard they're more neurotic. They might
Mm,
be very neurotic, but
mhm.
you can't get any
So
more neurotic than what I have.
yeah,
Honestly.
I met a lady that I bought a cage from years back, and she swore by them, but she had females, and she swore by them that they were the most loving, and she just went on and on and on. Hers had just died,
Hmm,
and she went on and on about it, but um, they're a bit bigger than the umbrella from what I
yeah,
have read. Yeah.
yeah.
Are they're not the biggest, right? Condo, what's the biggest? I know he would know.
Black palm cockatoo.
Yes, yeah. Um, but
Gentle giants. I've heard they're sweethearts.
I've
And the
heard
other
that
black cockatoo, it's really pretty. I heard that's really nice. And I don't know if
too.
people don't have them because they're rare or because they're just way out of price.
Yeah, I don't
Rebecca,
know.
would you please pet Loki for us during the live? Okay. These bearded dragons are not venomous. This
Oh,
guy might
really?
be.
There.
The story with that is we went on vacation to Ocean City, went to see Condo. And we were in Ocean City, and Aaron was taking
Mm,
care of the house of pet. Ani was with us. And we came back home and I walked into the house, luckily first, and I looked and I saw something white in the cage. And I jumped. I was like, what's that? It's a bird? No, she had put this in the cage on the perch so that when I
Oh,
came
that's
home, there
right.
was a skeleton bird in his
Okay.
cage. Thank gosh, though, we didn't walk in with Ani to put him in the cage. No, geez, that poor guy.
Mm.
That was a funny joke.
You did a video on that, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I think I
I
did.
think you did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did. Um, and Kondo had commented you have a video with Tika and Sunny, and that the one he mentioned is a really cute one too.
Yeah.
Uh,
He's a little pudgy, but he doesn't have man boobs, so he's not too bad.
oh, oh, how cute! And I'm not normally like, but like he doesn't creep me out at all. He's adorable. Um, oh, that's so cute.
It's too bad he's so spiky because they really enjoy human attention, and yeah, they love the physical.
The
Like he'll
physical
go right
touch.
to sleep there, but they are
Oh,
spiky. So
oh, are they?
yes, so they're not like the most comfortable thing to hold.
That's sweet. Oh, yeah. That Kate does crime. She has a lot of different different ones too. And if I'm not mistaken, if it's not her, it's you. Got one from a lady that it's not this species. I can't remember the species, but it takes a very well. They all take specialized lamps, if I'm not mistaken, right? All
Most
and
Almost all lizards. Yeah.
and this one wasn't getting it, and the lady was living in a van, and it was just living like in a Rubbermaid container. And so part of its back legs, I believe, is paralyzed, and
Yeah.
she takes care of that one. Yeah.
Wow.
Uh,
They get bone disease and
Service
nerve
dragon.
disease
I
if they
love
don't
that
have the
service dog.
UVB
That's
light. What
cute.
am I missing?
Service
We put a
dog Megan
harness
always
with a
comments.
big handle on him. He can be my service dragon.
That's
Or you
cute.
or you could put a saddle on your service dog, Samara saddle, and we can put him on there.
There's
And
an
then
idea.
we can go to the grocery store. And
Yeah.
this is the dog service animal, or the emotional support animal for the dog.
That's cute. What's your breed of service dog? Service dog?
Yes, tell us about Samara.
Yeah, that
She's
would be
typing.
funny. That'd be
I'm sure
cool.
she's typing.
Mm, Aussie. I love Aussies they're brilliant. They're
Yeah,
absolutely brilliant.
Aussies and border collies just
Mhm.
blow the mind.
Standard poodles are too. Standard
Yeah,
poodles are really and super intelligent. They're more stubborn, I think, than the Aussies and the collies. Um,
but
but
they're not as like hyper, high driven. And what are we laughing at?
Chip says I have an idea for the channel. Want to hear it? I'm
Black
a little
tri puppy.
I'm a little concerned, but go for it.
That's the kind of dog. It's a black puppy.
Mm.
It's an Australian Shepherd. It's a puppy, and it's 3 colors, and its name is Samara,
I like that
and
name.
Samara is a real service dog and does amazing things. Follows amazing commands.
Service dog found me a dog. I love Anatolian Shepherds. I love them. I love Great Pyrenees. I love, love, love them. Yeah. I'm not
That
quite
must be
ready.
your next one.
I'm not ready yet, but we're close. And for once, like it's not me just finding a dog on the road and dragging it home and being like, surprise, Ken. Like we're talking about it. We want to do it together. Um, and I just well, number one, I don't mean to take a sorry. I have to have big dogs. Like I just love big dogs. I don't feel safe without big dogs. And maybe that sounds but I love the companionship of I love huge big dogs.
Oh, you can
But
hug them.
But
and
seriously,
roll
that was
around
really
the
sweet.
floor with them.
Thank you for thinking of me with that. That really warms my heart. But Anatolian Shepherds, and Great Pyrenees are they're livestock guardian dogs, and so you do have to be careful when you have parrots, but they can be trained. Which most my dogs are really afraid of Buster, other than him and Buddy were really bonded. But my other dogs, they just have total respect for him. When he hops out to the room, Max and Bo they're like they go the opposite way. It's like, have the road, King. So yeah, let's see. Every
Yeah.
live you could conduct, who would win? For example, next week could be one of Rebecca's analoxals versus her snake. I can't do the snake thing. I'm sorry. We could take bets.
I
We could
can't bring the
counter.
snake on the live, people.
Um, but
Unless I would tell Jen to turn, like, her back,
yeah,
and then I can show
I
you the
really
snake and then
am.
put it away.
Look, I have total respect for snakes, so please don't ever take me wrong that like
Oh, I know.
I I hate
Yeah.
snakes. My dad said I got chased by a blue racer as a kid,
Oh,
and
wow.
I don't remember it, but he
They do
always told
chase
me,
you, and they are fast.
yeah, and he said he thinks that's why I'm like that, and I am absolutely um terrified of them. As if you listen to the video where one touched my leg the other day in the garden. I couldn't even hardly
Was it a
breathe.
snake or a big worm?
It was not a worm. Ken said, I think it's an earthworm. It was not. It definitely, caught a glimpse of it flop, and it was a small, but it was not an earthworm. Wasn't the right color. There are a lot of weird things here in the South,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I'm certain the way that it felt and slithered, it was a snake. I'm confident in that. But I didn't stand and just look at it because I was running as I even looked down to, see whatever. But yeah, and anybody too I've missed. Oh yeah, I'm willing to do it and look away. Or you know what, I can make a face, like how you have those stick things and you put a picture of somebody on it.
Oh,
I can
yeah.
I can just put that in front of my face. I just don't know who to have a picture of. But yeah. Um
Who would win? Could be Jen versus Rebecca. That depends what we would do.
yeah, I'm not much of a competition
She would
person.
she would win the squirrel eating contest, I'm sure.
Real gravy.
The
Yeah,
gravy, she'd probably slurp it down faster than me.
that's right. Yeah. I don't make good gravy. That'd have to be Ken.
Buster
Buster versus
versus
the
one of the
hens.
hens. No, 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 that's his ladies. Buster would make a baby half chicken Buster with one of the
Mhm.
ladies.
Yeah, I actually am getting one more chicken because my daughter, she has to move and she can't take her chickens with her. And she has one that's older, um, and she's really loves it. So she's gonna bring her to me. Her name's Mocha. Um,
What
so
kind of chicken is she?
I'm not sure what she is, honestly, but I had told her today, I said, I can take one. That's all I can take. If you have a one in particular that's your favorite, you can bring her. And so yeah.
Yeah, chickens. Buck Buck Jennifer has many chickens. I had chickens growing up. I had Banny chickens and Silky. Silkies were my favorite.
Yeah, the roosters can be kind of sassy though. Silkies are really interesting. So they were used a lot for tribal type things. So, excuse
Oh,
me, their skin is a different color than other chickens, and their
it's
bones
black.
are dark. They're black. And so it makes a really good chicken broth. Um, and so they use them like tribals use it. They were like, I'm trying to think of the right word to use, but medicinal. they consider them medicinal. They considered them like spiritual, and they had powers and things like that because of
The
the
Silkies
color.
aren't a new thing.
Mm-mm.
No,
No, no, I didn't know that about silkies. We
they're
had
super docile,
I had a
friendly.
rooster silky that was not super docile.
Oh, really?
Somebody,
Hey,
yeah,
that's
gave me.
funny.
So it's really difficult to tell the difference between a silky roo and a silky hen. And a lady gave them to me, and I quickly figured out why. And this silky kept trying to go after my rooster, and I was like, Dude, you are gonna get killed." But I didn't know it was a dude then. I thought it was a hen because yeah. So anyway, that's what ended up um happening. So yeah. Well, I had a really sweet docile rooster. Um but there were some other ones that, oh, I have seen some huge spurs. I wonder if spurs are venomous. Cheers. Yes, chickens do get sent through the mail. My daughter orders them all the time. I never have. Um,
I know two
'Cause
great accounts people should look up. One is Carlos, the rooster. And he's one of those roosters. He's got the not a pom
oh,
pom head, but just it's
what are those
just
called? I think they're called
like
like a Wyandotte or something
it's
like
a
that.
mess. You can hardly see, and there's something wrong up there. And he
Mm-hmm.
has one brain cell. Um, and his videos are a riot. You never
Yeah,
know where
I
he
think I've
is,
seen
and
that.
he gets stuck different places. He sticks his head in things and gets stuck. So she'll never know if he's stuck in a bale of hay, if he's stuck under a rock. She's got to search for him every day. It's hilarious.
Mhm.
And then the other chicken channel is Binu, Binoo. And Binu is a rooster that is a silky, caramel kind of silky, who is super tame. And he used to run full range through the woods in her land until he got famous, and people were like, "Oh, you can't let him do that; he'll get eaten." So she had to buy a big chicken coop. Poor
Oh,
Binu never been in a coop, but the videos are she hollers Binu, and it'll run for miles just to see her, and it'll come, and then when it sees her and it gets close, he dances, and he goes,
oh, cute.
and she picks it up and he snuggles. So
That's
Binu,
cute.
Binoo, this caramel colored silky chicken, and then the other one is Carlos the rooster. So if you like chickens, you might like looking those up. They have YouTube channels, but they might have stronger TikTok or Instagram channels. I'm not sure where they're mostly based, but they are on YouTube.
Yeah. I've thought about it with Cookie, but I have enough with because she's really funny and she's very vocal. Um, she's hilarious, but I don't I don't have time to devote to another channel. Um, they pull all they're smart, some of them. I tried with mine. I put a swing out there, but a lot of chickens will get on swings and swings like the birds do, and
Yeah.
um, they like enrichment just like parrots. If you hang up a thing of cabbage, they like to peck at it, and a lot of
There's
people give
actual
their.
toys at Tractor
There
Supply for
is.
them.
Hmm. They're much like parrot toys.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Little
Um,
mirrors and things to spin.
hmm I wonder if they're like parrots though, where you really shouldn't give them a mirror. But I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do too, Kay. I like Buddy and Buster. Like they were best buds. And I love that. And I know I feel like Buster misses that. I even notice he tries kind of to make up with Max, but Max is just not interested in a way that Buddy was with him. Um, Chickens catch mice, they'll eat them. Um,
Not reading the thing. I'm trying to figure out condos and service dog Kazana's conversation. Because Condo said, what did he say? How did the ferrets know where to get off?
They
I'm
they were
missing the
talking,
whole.
I guess they were talking. Condo asked if chickens could be shipped, and they can. They do ship chickens. They actually ship fertilized eggs or baby chicks. They'll ship them right to your house. And then service dogs said that ferrets can be shipped, and then that started a little conversation. Um,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, Scott's here. Hi,
Get
Scott.
out of here. Oh my gosh.
Oh, so you can't
I'm
ship?
waiting for him to call me for a kiss.
Can
I've
you?
had to run in there in the bedroom to give kisses every. He keeps hollering for me. There's your kiss, honey. There.
How are you doing,
That's your
Scott?
kiss.
Oh, nice. I have 2 Americanas.
What's an
I have
Americana type of chicken?
Yeah, they usually lay the collared eggs, like the greens, the blues. You know, it's funny, I
Yeah.
almost brought some of my eggs in tonight to show you my different colors of eggs,
We'll do it next time.
'cause they're so beautiful. You know, we could even talk about chickens sometimes, about the different, what's best for the backyard, what's best for, um I like, I have reds, I have buffs, I have a couple that are just mixed with a bunch of different types of roosters or whatever. Um,
Can you mix them? I
yeah,
could. Would I be able to get, let's say, oh, I want a couple Carloses and I want a couple Silkies
mm,
and I want a couple Rock Hens.
yeah,
Can you do that?
barred rock. Yeah, I have a barred rock that Emily gave me that I'm pretty sure is mixed with something else because it has a little bit of like red through it. So I think like maybe it had like a Rhode Island red teensy bit. Um, so yes, they can't, like I have a great big giant gray chicken and I don't know what all, now she lays green eggs. So she's got some sort of Americana something in her, but she's just this great big giant green hen. I don't know what else she's mixed with. Um, but yeah, because my buff Orvingtons, I call them Reba and Barbara Jean. They're getting to where they keep trying to peck my toes every time I go out there. So they're acting like the little red-headed Rebas.
Yes. That's wait. How does Scott get the #1 crown so quickly? He did.
I
Talk,
don't
Scott,
know.
so we can see your crown.
Venomous.
Crown of my sister. We got a pet Rock Condo. He was
Mhm.
venomous.
Yeah, I mean, I've had I've never had a Jersey Giant. I've had an Australorp, but I wanted a Jersey Giant, but I can't really do that here.
Why?
So in Ohio, I had blue eggs, pink eggs, green eggs. I had all kinds of them, and there's some that actually get to they're almost black. They're such a deep, dark caramel brown color that they look like black. Um, so it's pretty neat.
Do you see the big crown next to Scott's name?
Mhm. He's number 1.
Very special.
Yeah, my um my Plymouth Rocks are good. My Rhode Island Reds are good. And this is the first time I've ever had a buff act like that. So
Hmm.
green eggs and ham. Sam I am. Yeah, so guys, 2 weeks we'll be on Rebecca's channel. What do you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, I need something to talk about.
And if you want to do a thing with the snake and all that, I'll just, like I said, I'll make me a little,
Yeah, and I'll tell you when and everything.
yeah. So it'll be the no gen cam. Oh, thank you, Condo.
Thank you. That's awesome.
I mean,
Now
you
the
didn't do
crown
it
is
from the bottom
mine.
of your heart. You did it for the crown, but okay. Thank you for giving Google 30% to get a crown. Who would win
Oh,
confrontations?
Scott just got bumped down to number 2.
Yep. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I too loud? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, that's so sweet. King Condo. Oh, don't inflate his ego. No, I'm kidding. What
What are
are
the
the
DNA
main?
differences in the breeds of cockatoos?
Oh, I gotta type. That's thought provoking. Let's see if that ends up.
Huh.
It varies. That might be
Yes,
something
well, the
interesting.
the dragon does. He cuddles. He'll go under my neck and go to sleep sometimes. So
Oh,
he
they like
likes to
that
just hang
warmth.
around, and sometimes he'll lick my face.
It's me. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that next time. That's there's some genetic insights I'm seeing on here as well.
Oh, really?
Uh, mhm. That just looking like at I try to look at the searches, not the AI.
But no,
And on
and they're always like, I know when I got Sunny, they were debating whether cockatiels were in the kind of family of cockatoos. There was big argument about that.
yeah,
But now they might be agreeing that they are. I don't know where they're
yes,
at
they
with
are.
that.
Last I saw, they do consider teals cockatoos in the cockatoo family. I think they've earned that right. I know Percy's got that little tiny crown like Buster. So,
Well,
um,
they're the only other birds that are as cuddly as a cockatoo,
yeah.
too. I mean,
Kay, I personally think that crows and ravens can talk probably better than an African gray. Do you think, Rebecca? Or maybe they don't know as many phrases, but
I'm sorry, what?
Cafe Cat, she asked, are there any other birds that can speak and imitate sounds as well as the grays? I was saying probably the crows and the ravens is all I could really think of.
Amazons are pretty good.
That's true. Amazons can sing.
Well,
Because
unlike me.
not I don't think all grays really sing. Earl's trying, he's trying to, but I don't always like there's a couple Amazons that sing like lyrics to a song. Now I know what's that? Is it Tico? The
Yes,
one now
that
he
play
just
things to the
hums
guitar.
to the guitar. He doesn't really say words, right?
Yes,
But
minor
there's
birds.
one,
Forgot about them.
yeah,
Well
he has
noted for their mimicry.
mm, oh yeah,
Yeah,
mhm.
but like you
That's true,
said,
not many
crows
people
are
have 'em.
just crazy good at it.
Just the whole growth thing really blows my mind.
What's interesting is budgies get enormous vocabularies. You can't
Mhm.
really understand them much, though.
They're very
They have
raspy, like
crazy, raspy little voices you can barely
birdie.
hear.
They call them birdie voices, which is true. Like they're very raspy. Yes.
Yeah,
Um, but and a lot of them whisper. There's a lady that
yeah.
has a channel with budgies, and her budgie talks very well. She puts it like a microphone up to it, but it's still just like this gentle whisper. But it says all kinds of words. Um, so that's true. That would be
A
true.
bird
I
love
do.
was here and I didn't even know it. I didn't
Yeah, it
notice.
it went really quick, Bird Love, and I know we both missed a lot of comments. So we missed anything, really, we don't mean to. Thank you guys. Appreciate you being here. Um, Thank you for the super chat Condo, even though it was for your ego. I'm teasing Condo. You know we
He
love you.
is Mega Master.
um, so,
We
but
love you guys.
yep, we do. We will be back then in 2 weeks on Rebecca's channel. Um, and we'll have to figure out some top. But I think that DNA thing, we should look into that. That was a
Yeah.
really cool idea for a topic. Yeah. Um, but it is 8:30, so sure everybody wants to go.
Cheers.
Hey guys, can I say this real quick? Remember, the world's crazy, so we like to come here and talk to you guys and not Condo. I was just kidding you. You didn't have to do that. um, the world's crazy. Um, let's just talk to each other. Let's not fight with each other. Let's sit down and talk and have conversations and come to channels like this to have fun and get a break from the world. So cheers everybody. We love you.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks Rebecca. Thanks Amanda and
You
Service
too.
Dog. See you guys. Bye.